I free to go?
No. Can I take a look at your driver's
Nope,
license real quick?
I don't consent.
Okay.
There's no legal reason for you to pull me over. You can keep walking, man. Am I free to go?
You're not free to go. I'd like to make sure you're okay to drive this car.
I'm good to drive this car. I don't consent to anything you have to say. Please leave. Please, may I be on my way?
Okay. Where are you headed to tonight?
Doesn't matter. It's none of your damn business, dude. Let
Okay.
me go. I'm good to go. You have absolutely no right to have pulled me over, and all you're doing right now is doing nothing, accomplishing absolutely nothing, and there's no reason for you to be messing with me. All you're doing is eating too much and making that uniform look like crap.
Let me ask you something. Are you scared?
To get out of my vehicle? Yes, sir.
You are?
Yes, sir.
Why are you scared of the law?
I'm not scared of the law.
Where are you hiding from?
I'm not hiding from anything, sir.
Okay, well, why are you scared to get out?
Because I feel safer.
You scared of the dark?
Maybe.
Huh?
I might be.
I believe you are. Grown man scared of the dark, that sounds kind of funny to me.
Sounds funny.
A third former Mississippi officer has been sentenced to prison for torturing 2 black men last year.
The Memphis Police Department has permanently disbanded its Scorpion unit that the 5 ex-officers now charged with murder belong to. Memphis Police saying in a statement that the heinous acts of a few have dishonored the entire unit, which was formed in 2021 to fight violent street crime.
Within the law enforcement community, there is a culture, a cult-like culture, an exclusive club that enjoys rights and privileges nobody else has. There is such a division between us and them that they even have their own flag. It's like a nation of insiders who live among us operating by their own set of rules. The thin blue line on their flag divides 2 classes, the us class and the them class, the haves and the have-nots. You have no right to commit crimes and get away with it. They, on the other hand, don't just commit crimes, they commit the most heinous of crimes. Many times, they do it on camera, in front of witnesses, and they walk away scot-free. Their wrongs and their evils are recorded, but far too often, they get away. And the tax cattle that were fleeced to pay the wrongdoers to even have that position are fleeced once again when the uniformed agent of the state violates or even kills one of us. Not only do they have a flag, they have a union that strives to keep their liability shield and immunity intact. But don't worry, within this tight-knit, thin blue line community, we are told that there are only a few bad apples.
That the heinous acts of a few have dishonored the entire unit.
Like the bad apples the entire Loveland Police Department was trying to harbor and protect instead of expose and oust. Austin Hopp and Daria Jalali, with the approval of their sergeant Phil Metzler, just got done doing really bad things to 72-year-old Karen Garner and had to be exposed by way of an independent investigation. If you did to Karen Garner what the Loveland Police Department did, you would be in jail forever. And of course, you know there were only a few bad apples in the hallway of that La Quinta Inn in Mesa, Arizona, when Officer Philip Brailsford and his henchmen eliminated an innocent Daniel Shaver. Every Glendale, Arizona apple on the scene when Johnny Wheatcroft was tortured in front of his kids was also bad. Heroic Good Samaritan Johnny Hurley, who saved the lives of countless cops by single-handedly bringing down a deranged gunman, also met his end thanks to the cowardly bad apples of the Arvada, Colorado Police Department. Thankfully, there were only 6 bad apples on the goon squad in Rankin, Mississippi, when 6 rogue cops passed taxpayer time by torturing at least 2 men that we know of. There's no telling how many people they actually victimized during their reign of terror, because all the good cops left on the force just won't tell us. In a very rare turn of events, these guys are getting sentences ranging from 17 to 27 years in prison, when they should really never see the light of day for the crimes they committed. There weren't any good apples on the elite Scorpion unit that brutally ended the life of Tyree Nichols. Scorpion, by the way, is supposed to stand for Street Crimes Operation to Restore Peace in Our Neighborhoods. Tyree definitely didn't experience peace that night. All 5 of these guys were bad apples, and not one of them was exposed by any of the good apples in the Memphis Police Department. Is Officer Palm from the Holly Hill, Florida Police Department a good apple when she feels comfortable disrespecting and berating a 74-year-old woman on camera who didn't pull over fast enough?
So when I light you up, you have to stop.
Talk to her. Talk to her.
Essentially, that is what you did. You did not stop.
No idea.
You made no attempt to stop.
I had no idea. I was trying to get to a safe place.
Then you need to signal that, even if it's just stopping real quick, me getting out of the car and saying, hey, I don't feel like this is a safe area to stop. And then,
I was trying to be safe.
okay, there's several streets off of there, there's apartment complexes. I mean, there was many opportunities for you to stop and
PGA. It's so easy. I didn't know where to stop.
but you can't just keep going, even if it's just
I
getting out
wasn't
of
going to keep going, but I knew you would be following me.
At that point, I called you. I said that you were fleeing from my traffic stop, okay? I don't know who's in the car. So I'm like, what is going on? I got behind you. Then, and I know you know that I got behind you. Because then, immediately, once I flew up on you, to be like, hey, you need to slow down. You're driving recklessly.
I didn't see you until the light came on. I swear to
Why are you going so fast?
I wasn't going. The only time I speeded up was to go around the car.
75 in a 45.
I don't
and
believe
then
I was
over
going
here,
75.
And
I
then I'm
can't
like,
believe that.
and
How
then-
can I go 75 on LBJ? That's just not. I can't do that.
you did. You 100% did do that. So let me explain this to you.
I don't believe that.
So okay, that's fine. My reason for stopping you was your speed in my jurisdiction, okay? I got you going 41, and it's a clearly posted 30-mile-per-hour zone. All right, so I got you for 11 over in my jurisdiction. What do you want to see? Do you want a billboard on top of my car that says Holly Hill Police
No, I
Department?
just wanted to know where you're from.
Holly Hill.
Okay, I didn't know if you were the sheriff of the Holly Hill or
I'm wearing a badge. I have full police insignia. I have jurisdictional markings on my vehicle as well as my police vest. I have police on my sports shirt.
Not only is Officer Palm a bad apple, so is the other cop who didn't reprimand her for treating a member of the public like that. And you always wonder, if they're going to treat somebody like this on camera, how do they treat people when they know the cameras aren't rolling? Dennis Tuttle and Regina Nichols are gone thanks to the Houston Police Department's raid on their home. Gary Willis is gone thanks to the Ann Arundel Police Department. Philando Castile is no longer with us thanks to the St. Anthony, Minnesota Police Department. Botham John is gone thanks to the Dallas Police Department. There's so many incidents, it's depressing to think about how prevalent police abuse of power actually is. And what's alarming is these are just the cases that we know about. There's no telling how bad the abuse actually is. As we've covered before, if there are all these good apples inhabiting so many police departments, why out of 5 agencies and 376 cops that arrived to help the school kids of Robb Elementary on May 24th, 2022, wasn't there a single agent of the state in 77 minutes to go in there and save all those children? I'm pretty sure we know the answer to the question. They're not the heroes we're being told they are. They're not here to help, and the courts have told us that they have no obligation or duty to protect anyone. Police in the U.S. killed at least 1,232 people in 2023, making it the deadliest year for homicides committed by law enforcement in more than a decade. And again, these are just the people that we know about. That's about 3 dead Americans every single day. And this doesn't include people whose lives were ruined by beating, tasing, extortion, abuse, harassment, and just detaining people for no reason. Peruse through your favorite auditing channels: J-Town Press, NC Tyrant Hunter, Long Island Audit, Chuck Bronson, James Freeman, John Felix, The Random Patriot, SJVT, Delete Laws, Direct D, Honor Your Oath. Where are all the good cops out there? It seems like if they're not involved in weightier crimes like murder and extortion, they're out there harassing and violating rights and being all around rude and obnoxious public servants. They lie in wait for us for some minor traffic infraction, conduct roadside fishing and piracy operations, conduct no-knock raids, oftentimes on the wrong house, hide evidence, withhold information. They're trained to lie, and they seem to excel at lying on the stand in face of video evidence. Quite a few of them have been caught planting drugs and guns, raiding homes, and stealing property. There are so many policing for profit schemes that have been exposed, but somehow the bowling ball of injustice just keeps rolling down our lane. Am I saying that all cops are bad? When you routinely come up empty-handed in your search for all the good apples out there, what's a person left to assume? When the bad apples on a police department not only do a crappy job, but are out there abusing their power and ruining lives, why don't we see this army of good apples swooping in to serve and protect the rest of us by calling out the BS and putting an end to all the bad apples out there? So what's the answer? How do we put a stop to the policing for profit schemes, the road piracy operations, the blatant violations of the Second Amendment, the wanton disregard for the First and Fourth Amendments? How do we get the cops to do what they say they're here for? How do we get them to just protect and serve? Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you haven't done so already, grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, know what your rights are and fight for your rights. If you don't use your rights, you will lose them. I'll see you in the next video.